Our last koi pond was created by Pat, holder of a PhD and a devoted gardener. She took a bare-bones yard and turned it into something special. Once again, an ordinary backyard has evolved into a better, more welcoming space. We can feel the soothing effect of Mother Nature surrounding us.
Koi keeping involves both art and science. It's a combination of both of those factors. I look at it as it's quite fluid between the art and the science. I'm never really sure where the art ends and the science begins. For me, the art piece is more enjoyable and more important in terms of what I like to do. However, the science piece is as important, if not more at times, because obviously the fish need to be in very clean, healthy water. Keeping the water clean is a lot of science. I have adequate filtration, and maybe better than adequate. People always say in the koi hobby that you can never have enough filtration to keep the water clean and healthy for the fish. So it's pretty much because of all the filtration. And the ultraviolet sterilizing light. That's the other piece that's very important in keeping water clear.
Feeding time is as enjoyable for the koi keeper as it is for the koi. 28 gaping mouths greet Pat at every feeding. It is not uncommon for the fish to track their food providers as they approach the pond bearing food. This kohaku is foraging for every last pellet. Whether they are fed once a day or 5 times daily, the koi never refuse a meal.
The big rock in my water garden is centuries old from China. It's limestone, and I purchased it from a koi dealer who had imported it from China, and he hand-delivered it and drilled a hole through it for me so I could put a pump and a little piece of hose, a little tubing, so I could get the effect of bubbling water through the rock. And it looks like it's growing up out of the water garden. Probably have hundreds of different plants and trees and shrubs in the garden. Some of them have come from far and wide. I am a little bit of a plant nut, so I traveled probably 4 or 5 hours out into Pennsylvania to get these aspen trees that are behind us. I needed some shade for the pond, and I wanted natural shade and want to put a structure over the pond. So in 3 or 4 years, those trees have grown quite a bit.
The water garden, which holds 1,000 gallons of pristine water, provides a natural water filtration system which supplements Pat's vortex system. Although the main pond and the water garden are connected, there are no fish in Pat's water garden. This Japanese awning was custom made by a good friend of Pat's.
Being a girl in the world of pond keepers, I think that it is doable for anybody, but being a woman in keeping koi, I find that I'm a little bit of a minority. I do all of the stuff with my pond, around my pond myself for the most part. I had to learn to do a lot of things like use a screwdriver, a battery-operated drill, and I know how to cut PVC and glue pipes and different things at this point because I've had to fix things, and through the help of my my male koi keeper friends, I've learned how to do that. But I think that if a person has an interest in doing anything with their hands, they can be a koi keeper.
Many koi hobbyists are content to buy domestic koi, while others travel as far as Asia to purchase more exotic, more expensive breeds. Pat treasures her time spent near the pond, while Dylan enjoys his panoramic view.